Hey, what are we? December 6th, Wednesday, 2011. And it looks like we're headed to -9 tonight. Cindy! Sit! Cindy's getting pretty well into heat. So, anyhow, just on the Crest, right? That's the mailboxes down there. And there's me over there. There, okay. Guys, stop it! So, here's the grapevines. You can see they left, I don't know, maybe 15% or so of their crop. I would imagine the criteria is taste and composition. They are quite scientific here, right? They've got lots of well-trained technicians. Oh, see, there's the wind machine. See that? Okay. I just gotta get the dogs here. Too much craziness going on. What you got? Just Cindy caught a cactus. Wait. Just let the car pass. Okay? It's gone. No? Hang on. Cindy's toe. Okay. Well, let's see, I didn't clearly plan this shootout out there. Okay, the sun's a little bit. So these are, I guess the last row is to keep the damn birds out. He just had to let off a little explosive bird chaser away. A little ways ago. So those are pretty big, eh? Those bunches are like, I guess they kind of left the lower ones. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we can get the lighting right. They just left the lower ones. Kind of bunched them together. I guess that's because their cloth's only so big, or maybe again that's a flavor thing too. Maybe only want the bottom ones for ice wine. See, they picked all the top. Yeah, that makes sense, because as the sugar flows back, when things go dormant and freeze up for winter, you'd want it to go into the lowest ones. And that's a hole in the siphon, right? So that's where the moisture's going to go in the nutrients and shit. As the tree shuts down for winter. So those branches are those are full-size clusters. So what did we say? These are 4 years old. Interesting, eh? Okay, let's see if we can give you a good shot of the windmill here. Now, this is a new one, right? They didn't have windmills in this end, although they've been all over since they started bringing in grapes about 20 years ago. See? So that has to be a hydraulic motor on the top. Some of them are electric. So I would think that would be a hydraulic motor. This blades about 20 feet long, 18 feet long each. So the tower would be maybe 60 feet high. Okay, and then they put in the propane tank. And it's hard to tell where the engines are coming from. See, propane tank. Which means there's no electricity in here. Some of them are electric gearheads where they have 3-phase power. Which I don't know why you wouldn't wire that in, but I guess you wanted the reliability of propane. Truth is, it'd probably be so much cheaper that you could afford to have propane and a generator backup, diesel backup. Yeah, so it's got to be a 60-foot high tower. I don't know if that one's a fixed or a rotate. Like I was saying, you know, why, fuck, you're 3/4 of the way there, why aren't you guys selling back on the grid, which is a BC thing? Oh, we're not BC Hydro, but I would think to privatize the corporation that owns the power system down here, Kootenai Power, I would think they have to have the buyback too, with the, and I'm sure any expenses that are incurred would be taken out of the carbon tax fund that BC has been collecting for 4 years and spending on nothing to do with greenness. You know, first there was I think the first 2 years' take went to cover the announcement, which just happened to be a pre-election thing for an election 6 months later or 9 months later, telling us mostly what wonderful crooks the Liberals were and how we should welcome handing over our power authority to them again for another 4-year term. And then the odd little blip of this carbon tax about to be introduced with huge letters, but don't worry, you're going to get a $100 carbon refund tax, so it won't take anything out of your pocket. And I ask again, 4 years later, we're now at 12% carbon tax on all our fuel. I ask again, did the second, third, and fourth year, did you guys get your Canada Day refund check? And did it go up incrementally? You know, if it started at 4% and you got $100, that means at 12% you should be getting a $400 carbon dividend check, or whatever the hell they call it. Since it doesn't take anything out of the consumer's pocket, you know, wink, wink. Except for when he goes to buy the fuel, that's now 12% more. So you get the scam. So that's what they spent the first 2 years, a massive, it must have been a 6-week advertising blip. And to convince everyone that this was actually illegal. And what did they do with the next batch? Funnel it into the Olympics, starting with some powered buses, Western Flyer buses built in Manitoba, I would assume. I would hope, and not in the American plant. And they had hydrogen-powered Ballard fuel cells as a demonstration for the Olympics. I think the cost of the buses was like $6.8 million each. I assume that's pre-maintenance costs and modification costs and garaging and busing, and that's just the price of the units off of the. And then however much it costs to be for the hydrogen contract, trucking it all the way from the other fucking end of the country in Quebec by using carbide diesel-powered B-trains, I would imagine. All this hydrogen by tanker. Probably not even railway tanker, because I doubt there's specialized hydrogen railway tankers to, you know, that's how these sustainable ultra-green buses were going to be, by spending, you know, saving 1 ton of carbon, as long as you don't include the 4 tons of carbon to make that hydrogen, and the 8 tons of carbon to haul that hydrogen, 3,000 miles west to keep this 6 prototype buses humming. If you're gonna go to a prototype, my fucking tax dollar, you cock-smoking fucking morons, it's gotta show feasibility. Not just a demonstration of something that the only place they would be warranted and practical is deep underground. If you had proper hydrogen tanks, which take a linear accelerator to make, and metallic hydrogen basically kind of is, well, that's not a good term, it's not H3, but it's basically the only way to store hydrogen for portable use that's practical. Virtually no pressure. It's kind of like an acetylene, only, no, not chemically or in terms of physics. Okay, and then I guess the bulk is now used on chemtrailing. I haven't found anyone to do the accounting through the Freedom of Information Act in BC to find out who's funding all this carbon, where the current carbon tax is being allocated. Because I seem to recall the illegal act did specify, or at least the public perception that was passed out in this massive billion-dollar advertising campaign did specify. That's McGinty Bluff. Oh, that's Eagles Bluff. Did specify such things. Your fingers are getting a little cold. And so, while you're at it, find out, ask the question under Freedom of Information, is this what's funding our weather modification endeavors, SAG? Stratospheric, atmospheric, gobbledygook, I don't know. I'm going to attach a video to this, or at least under more information. I think most of you probably got that nice hour-long chemtrail special I put out recently. Okay. All right, well, there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. Peace out. We still got fingers to hold up. Yes. Before these idiots nuke us all. Agreed? Agreed, girls? Stay there. Hey. Peace out. Peace out. Yeah. Okay, sorry. There's McGinty Bluff. The sun just came back on it. See? McGinty Bluff. And that was the dam. The last cycle of things. 13,000 years ago. That's the Indian chief's nose. I told you guys about that Incanip legend. The pacifist warriors that couldn't flee no further and jumped over rather to evade mortal combat. They didn't want to terminate those that sought to kill them, because they were obviously children. So here, let's just give you a perspective here. Again, smaller mountains and then the bigger mountains. You can kind of see that in the shadow. Sorry neighbors, I'm not meaning to get your houses in there. If it's a problem, just let me know and I can annotate it out. Put a block over it of some kind. Yeah, there's, see, lower mountain ranges at about 3,800 feet, and the taller ones at about, I don't know, 68 or so at the peak. There's Kinney. You can't really see it too well because we just lost the sun. Shades down. The sun has set. I'm at McGinty Bluff. Oliver Dog Station. Which is us there. Hey. And there's your reference point. There's the rocks. Chicken Little, if you're listening, well, you know, I already marked the coordinates with the carrier signal back in the spring. There you go. Just plunk her down over there.